hey, you need to have this person and you need to talk about this, and that. Bitch, you have no say on what goes on. Do you pay 10 grand plus to operate this whole operation? No, then shut your ass up. This is where people fuck up. They think that entrepreneurship is sunshine and rainbows. Remember, anything that's gonna make you a significant amount of money comes with a significant amount of bullshit.
Like, naturally, we're all entrepreneurs, but we're just kind of coddled or kind of like in the bubble of like, oh, just get a job and here's a check every week.
Because it's a safe route. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Cliche as fuck, right? But it's true.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
All right, bro, let's jump into it, bro, because there's a lot of questions that we got to ask you. And, you know, let's get the politics out the way. You just had that mayor. Shout out to the mayor, Huntington Park.
All right, what's up, my brother?
Shout out to him for pulling up to the True Hustle podcast and, you know, giving us his take on the whole political spectrum that we have right now. But I want to know your take, and I want to know how you feel about Donald Trump not releasing the Epstein files.
All right, the Epstein files. Democrats had the files, didn't release them. Now the Republicans have the files, they didn't release them. I mean, I just think it's kind of weird that the left and the right can't work together on other issues such as giving us amnesty.
Yep.
But they could work together on protecting these motherfuckers that are on that list, which is kind of wild.
On both sides.
On both sides. So it's like, any other issue? Ni madres.
Right.
But hey, there's some high power people on there that I don't think America's ready to see who's on there. You know what I mean? Yeah, we want to know, but it's like, I think somebody behind closed doors is calling shots. So.
Oh, most definitely. They're definitely calling shots. I think that it's not just America's ready to see who's on that list, but I think it's worldwide, right?
Yeah,
like,
I think so.
Like, there's other world leaders on that list that
absolutely.
I don't think it sounds weird to say that, but I don't think it's worth having that list out. You know, I think for the better of humanity, for like, it's just better to just keep it on the wraps.
Of course, I think if there is pedo shit going on, they should be punished to the extent of the law. But we don't know.
Okay, but how
but we don't. I don't know.
All right, but how do we punish the pedos that are the elites, fool, that run the world?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, how does one go through that, fool? Like, what? Like, it's just best to just like,
bro, we can't punish Gavin Newsom for mismanaging $24 billion.
Yeah.
But you want to fucking, you know, like, so it's just a tough situation, and I'm just like,
it's just a bad situation.
Well, let's see what happens. I have no control over it.
Yeah, I don't have any control.
We don't have no control over it, so it is what it is at the end of the day, and I hope it comes out.
But it's not just that. I think that like it's just a shitty situation, bro, for everybody.
It is. It's very unfortunate, and I mean, Trump did campaign on it.
That's the part that,
and now I feel like they're taking a few steps back because they were instructed to.
Yeah. Damn, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a crazy thing to.
Which is kind of scary, huh?
It is.
I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and then you're like,
"Hey, fool, relax,
chill, bro, chill, bro." And like, all right.
Yeah.
What Epstein list?
I think that was the worst. I think that was the worst part of this whole thing. Well, no, obviously the kids and the victims of this whole situation is the worst thing, but the fact that, you know, Trump ran on that basis of like, oh, I will release that list, and then just hit us with there's nothing on that list. What list? That shit don't even exist.
Yeah, but
I think a big slap in the face.
I think initially he did intend it to. That was his plan.
Okay,
and like I said, he was instructed by somebody.
Who's that
Who
somebody?
that somebody is, I do not know. It's above my pay grade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
But people want to find out, and I feel like, okay, people want to find out who these people are, But that brings me to my question of like people being entitled, bro. Like people feel like they deserve this. Although I feel like the Americans do deserve this, but like, what do you think about people in general being entitled?
I think entitlement is a big issue right now because everybody feels like they're entitled to certain things. And it's like, no, you're fucking not. Relax. You know, I think some people think really highly of themselves and they, you know, this entitlement is just off the chain. Like, you know, it's like raising spoiled ass children.
Yeah. Where do you feel like you see the most entitlement? Like in what part of your life do you see like people?
Well, I can only speak on it like what we do with social media.
Right.
Everybody feels like they have a say. Like I'm gonna use this as an example. Like, hey, you need to have this person and you need to talk about this, and that. Bitch, you do not pay any overhead here.
Yeah.
You have no say on what goes on. Do you pay 10 grand plus to operate this whole operation? No, then shut your ass up. Like, you have no say in what happens here. Now, if you are so concerned and you feel that certain things need to be talked about, then create your own platform and you do as you please with your platform. I don't know if that was a great example.
No, yeah.
Kind of went off the handle there.
No. That makes total sense, you know, because you're explaining from your experience and for like people that put that pressure on you, like, oh, you should have this person. You shouldn't be like, bro, like they don't know what goes in behind closed doors or what it takes to put out an episode out, bro.
They have no idea of what the cost to run this. You know?
Yeah.
They have no idea of the day-to-day operations looks like, you know, how expensive things are, how there's a whole checklist we got to go through, how there's a lot of money involved. Like we're not, and this is not even the new spot. Once in the new spot, you're gonna be like, holy shit. So this is, you know, my office, but there's day-to-day costs that, you know,
but then that's just
not cheap.
That's everybody on social media. They feel like it's because everybody does have a platform in a sense, right? No matter how big or small your account is, like that's still your platform. Yeah. People feel like they are entitled to ask for things of you or of others, and then at the same time, I feel like a lot of them want to be part of a community or a movement.
Yeah, great point.
Right,
but the approach and the delivery is very important. Hey, brother, this is what I feel. With all due respect,
could help out.
This is what I think you should do. You know what? I'll take that into consideration.
Yeah.
Now, hey, bro, fuck this. You need to fucking do this. You need to fucking do that. You see the difference?
Yeah, no, like, different energy.
I come from a different era, brother.
Yeah.
I grew up, I was born in the 80s. I was raised in the 90s and the early 2000s. So respect is major for me. Like, I come at you how you come at me. And,
sure.
And even now, then, I don't fight fire with fire.
Yeah.
I fight fire with kindness.
Okay.
It's like, you know, but there's sometimes where they catch me on a bad one and I'm like, man, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like,
they catch us straight.
You know, I'm like, but I just think that respect and the way I grew up is becoming obsolete. People don't know how to respect people. People don't know how to be kind to others. People don't know how to be understanding, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, dog, you need to chill the fuck out. Like,
what do you think is causing that? You think like people are not passing down those morals or respect of that, like that unwritten?
Yeah, and I think social media has a lot of influence.
You think so? You think social media ruined
I think social media is like kind of like a problem for certain people. It's just addictive.
Okay.
Now everybody's comparing themselves to others.
Right.
And it causes them to have mood swings because now you are comparing yourself to somebody else's profile because they're only showing you the highlights of their life.
Yeah.
Now you start with self-doubt.
Questioning yourself.
And you start questioning yourself, like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Why am I not in Mykonos or fucking Greece or one of these dope-ass places
because you don't have a sponsor, fool.
That fucking somebody booked on a fucking credit card and got in debt to go. Now you're comparing yourself to that person.
Yeah.
And now you're having inner conflict with yourself. Damn, that's a good one.
So you think social media has a lot to do with with people losing the respect for others and stuff?
Absolutely. And then I think, social media contributes to a lot of things too.
Like what?
Like, is depression up?
Okay.
Like if we Google or we ask ChatGPT, like depression is up. Why do you think that is?
Because of social media.
Yeah, bro. Now everybody's back to what I said earlier. Everybody's comparing themselves.
Everybody's depressed. Bro.
Everybody's like, oh, fuck, dude. That dude was able to take his family here and there, and I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, well, work harder, fool. You know, but like.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you feel like, okay, so what do you think about like mental illness or like awareness? What do you think about that?
Like in a sense of?
Just in general, bro, like you think mental illness is a thing, and if like, you know, is there a way to deal with mental illness?
Yeah, I think mental health problems are real, and there is a way to handle those type of issues by, you know, getting professional help, and there is a solution to it. Okay. But you have to be wanting those changes, you know, wanting to better yourself. Gotcha. It's like I think a lot of people think that nobody else suffers from hard days, that you feel like, you know, you feel down and you feel like, you know, in essence, depressed.
Yeah.
This is an emotion that we all go through, you know, but some people feel like, oh, it's happening to me. This is weakness. Like, dude, learn how to deal with it in a healthy way. Go talk to somebody. Go to the gym. Go do things that help you get rid of that feeling, because it's an ugly feeling.
Gotcha. So crying online is not the way to deal with it? Is that what you're saying?
Listen, bro. brother. All right. I was raised by my parents to be like, no llores, cabrón.
Yeah.
You know, no vas a empezar a llorar, cabrón. Te meto unos putazos, güey. I'll give you a reason to cry.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I don't think that's healthy, right?
Right.
Now.
For
you to, there's certain, okay, to better answer your question is, men should not be crying online, right? However, there's situations where they're dealing with grief. They've lost a relative, a loved one, somebody, and I understand. No, I don't understand, because I have my whole family. We're all healthy, thank you, Jesus. So I wouldn't know how to handle something like that.
Situation.
Okay, so that's an exemption right there.
Yeah.
All right, but now if you're feeling low, you're feeling down, and you just grab your phone and you go fucking crying online, I don't think that's the best way, dog. I think you need to find good friends, go vent to them, go hire a therapist, and talk your problems out with them. Like I think as a man, there's a time and a place to cry, and on social media is not the way.
Yeah.
You know? So do it the healthy way. Have a friend, talk to him. Tell them that you're feeling down. Tell them that you're feeling low, and deal with it that way, you know? Get the right help. I mean, fucking picking up the phone and fucking crying and fucking wanting people's pity, that's not the answer, man. Sorry, guys.
It's not.
It's not.
Especially in a relationship, right? Especially if you just broke up with a girl.
Oh, stop it, bro.
You not want to be on
You should be happy, man. You get to start fresh. You broke up for a reason. Jesus.
You get to start all over again.
All over fresh.
So what you're saying pretty much is don't jump on a podcast and cry. Like if you're feeling a certain way, like don't jump on the podcast and be like, oh well, you know, I went through some hardship growing up. I didn't have the love. Like, bro, that's for a therapy session, not for a podcast.
Yes,
right?
I think so, but it depends on the podcast too. You know, especially if the host is more understanding and more, he'll probably, you know, give some good words of advice. I mean, some good advice, but preferably bro. You know.
Yeah, I think like there's nothing wrong with people expressing their feelings or men expressing their feelings, but there, like you said, there's a time and place for that, bro. Yeah. You know, like obviously, like
because we had some genuine people cry on True Hustle.
No, yeah, but
and I was like, I fucking felt it. You know, it's like he probably, but that happens when you have all that shit bottled in and you haven't told nobody else,
right?
And it just fucking the seal breaks y valió verga.
Yeah. Okay.
You know? And that is wrong, because you need to have good friends and deal with it with professional help, right?
Correct.
Because when you don't, that happens.
Right. And even then, like, I know we've had guests here that, you know, has shed a tear and, you know, have been emotional, but we don't make it, or at least you don't make it a highlight of the whole podcast when they're, you know, they are being vulnerable and are crying, right? You allow them to share,
Absolutely,
to feel the way they feel. And, you know, we have, you know, tissues for them and stuff like that. And we don't judge them. It's the fact that we're like, somebody goes online and starts crying or starts venting because they're going through a breakup or they're doing this. And it's like, bro, like, that's not okay, bro. Like, fucking, like you said, have a homie, have a friend or something and talk to them, bro. Like, what makes you think that, like, all right, let me go on this podcast and talk about my breakup or you know, my love life or affection life? Like, no, bro.
You know what that tells me?
What?
About the individual? That they don't have no true friendships.
Yeah, I was thinking just that when you were saying that, like, people who like
if you were to post something and I would see that you're crying,
yeah,
I would call you and tell you, first of all, I'm gonna hang up and you're gonna go delete that right now.
Yeah.
And second of all, you're gonna call me and we're gonna figure out what is going on
and find a solution.
That's what friends do.
Right.
You can't just allow your friend to fucking
be balling online.
Oh, bro, I would fucking not happening, dog.
Oh man. All right. I mean, it makes sense, bro. I think there's a point in place to cry for men, and I think that's in the shower, where nobody sees you, bro. You know?
Closet on your bed.
Okay, so let me ask you this. This is a question that I always like. I ask people, but like, do you think a man should cry in front of his woman, his partner?
Do you live in Southern California and are you looking to buy, sell, or refinance one of your properties? What better agent to represent you than the host of True Hustle Podcast? Go ahead, give us a call or send us a text at 323-352-7946. Now let's get back to the episode, baby.
What do you think that does?
It depends.
I think earlier.
I mean, they're partners.
I think earlier you said something which is like, I feel like the only time appropriate to cry in front of your partner is like death, right?
Yeah.
And I know you haven't had any
some terminal illnesses and
like I you haven't had anybody near you, thank God, pass away. But I'm sure you've had friends or cousins, you know, that passed away that I'm sure you were close to and hurt. You know, like I know I have a friend of mine that passed away many years ago, and every then I think about him and it does get me sad, you know, like damn, like this fool didn't get to see all this dope shit, you know. But like, you're not gonna cry to your girl about that and be like, damn, I'm feeling sad because I'm missing my homie, you know, like. Fuck all that. That's what I'm saying. Like, so. If you're gonna cry, go in the shower, bro, and cry. Come on.
I mean, when you're gonna cry about that stupid, I mean that.
It's not stupid, but it's just like
it's not stupid, right? But if you're gonna cry about shit that has a simple solution to, death doesn't have a solution. Okay?
Yeah.
Like other things, like I got in a fight with so and so with my brother and this and that, and then you go cry to her,
or you're like stressing because you're like, fuck, ¿cómo le voy a hacer para pagar it? Like, fool, get your homies and figure it out, bro. Like,
figure that shit out, dog.
Well, you gotta go fucking sell whatever you gotta sell. Go sell it, fool. You know, like, but don't cry to your girl. I feel like that definitely hinders your relationship with your partner. If you're constantly going to them.
Oh, it shows weakness. Remember, women like to feel
safe
and protected, okay? Mm-hmm. And that's the role that the man plays in a marriage or in a relationship.
Right.
There's no girl out there that doesn't like to feel safe.
Yeah.
They like to feel safe, and they want to know that they're with a dude that's going to protect her.
Yeah.
That's really in the fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Turn off her brain off.
Yeah, like if shit goes down, like, hey, my man's right there. I ain't got to worry about shit.
Yeah. I think that's one
of the
women
like real men.
Yes.
You know, and when that fundamental is missing, that's when the disrespect happens.
And the cheating.
Like, I don't respect this fool. Fuck this fool. And then she's out there, you know what I'm saying, doing her thing.
She outside.
She outside, you know what I mean? And that's when that type of shit happens. But Yeah.
All right. So another, So we outside. Do you share locations with your partner?
Oh, come on, dog.
I don't know. All those people out here.
Listen, bro. I do not share my location with my significant other.
Mm-hmm.
There's no need to.
Right.
You know? At the end of the day, I'm not under surveillance. Like, at the end of the day, we have a healthy relationship where she don't need to be checking in on me.
Right.
Because I'm either here, at the gym, or at home.
Right.
And even when I go to events, because, I'm starting to be more social. What?
Right.
There's no need to check in because that trust is there. Like, I don't know her location. Mm-hmm. Like, she either, you know what I'm saying, be with my kids or...
So you trust her and she trusts you.
It has to, bro. That's the only way that shit could work.
Yeah.
All these toxica traits that you guys think are cute are not cute. They're more internal battles that you're dealing with yourself. The keeping him on check, the fucking going through his phone, all those insecurities. It's all internal. You need to do a lot of reflecting within yourself. Like, okay, why the fuck do I have to be all up on this guy's shit? Because, those insecurities are triggered by trauma and things that you dealt with at an early age. So you need to address it, grow from it, and develop a healthy relationship. Damn, became a therapist.
Damn, this is a therapy session right here. True hustle therapy right here, dog. Nah. I don't think, sharing locations is I don't think it's a bad thing because I feel like there can be for safety reasons.
I get it.
Like, hey, I'm going to this new place. Like, I'm gonna share my location just in case some shit. Which it also matters too because you're not one to put yourself in danger. Like knowing you and going out with you and stuff like that. Like you're not one to be like wilding out and doing dumb shit. So I don't see the reason why you would be like, hey, I'm in a sketchy situation. Here's my location. Just in case, I don't see that scenario.
I don't put myself in situations where I might be in a sketchy situation. I assess everything. Just the other day, I assess everything. I'm looking and I'm fucking always paying attention. Yeah. If I'm in an area where I'm not familiar with, it makes me uncomfortable, bro.
Right.
Like I don't know where anyhow, I just had to,
No, but that's good though, bro. That's good that you don't, because you don't even put yourself in or do things that put your life in danger. You mentioned that to me the other day, like skydiving or fucking.
Listen, dog.
On a cruise ship.
Dog, if the activity puts my life in danger, I'm not doing it. Bungee jumping, I'm not doing it. Fucking hot air balloon, I'm not doing it.
Hot air balloon too?
Nah, bro. Anything fucking like when you dive, like fucking snorkeling or swimming with the sharks in a cage, I'm not doing it, dog. If it puts me in a position where I could die, I'm not doing it. Straight up. I got kids and shit. I work way too hard for me to put myself in that. Call it boring. I don't care. I like to be safe. You don't know what I've been through, dog.
Nah, I get you. I get you on that because when I was younger, I wanted to do like skydiving and
Chalice.
I want to do all kinds of crazy shit. But the older I get, the more I'm like, I don't need to do all that shit. Like I'm good, Like I get enough adrenaline with life in itself. Or like
go-karts is where I draw the line.
Go-karts, that's it.
That's it.
Fucking carros chocones or fucking boom bumper cars.
Fuck yeah.
Nah, bro, but it is true, bro. Like the older I get, it's like I don't want to do nothing like I'm like you too, bro. Like I don't want to do shit that I don't want to do cruises.
Fuck no.
I cannot do anything where I don't see land, bro. If I'm surrounded by water all around, like you can count me out for that shit.
I don't know if it's my ADHD or my OCD that I feel that when I go on a plane or if I go on a cruise and I feel like I don't have control, I start flipping out.
You feel like you get like a panic attack?
Yeah, I feel like, oh, fuck. Like
anxiety goes
the anxiety goes to the roof because there's nothing I can do on a plane.
Yeah.
That's it. Sierra, boom, you're up there. Y un pinche Padre Nuestro, and that's it.
And that's it.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe, hopefully I'm not the only one. Let me know in the comments if you suffer from the same thing.
No, I'm sure it's a common thing. Well, there's a lot of people, especially with flying, like people are scared of heights. And if you're flying, you're up there, fool. You're like fucking 30,000 feet in the air, fool. Yeah. Nah, so I feel it, you know, just like me. Like I'm not afraid of like heights or flying, but I am scared of water, which is crazy. Like, yeah, you would never catch me fucking swimming with sharks or in a cruise, bro. Like I said, if I don't see no fucking land around me, fool, I'm not doing it, fool. Like, you count me the fuck out. Like, I'm not gonna be surrounded by water, fool. Like,
I feel you.
That is such a crazy thing. Like just the ocean itself is scary. Like, or how do you feel about the ocean?
No, I'm not. I like the ocean from a distance. Beach. I like to hear the waves.
Yeah, so you like the beach. Yeah.
Well, you ain't gonna find me there swimming, dog. This is the fool. You're in the sharks' house.
Territory. Yeah,
this is their home.
It's green light.
It's their territory. Green light.
Yeah.
Snatch your fucking foot out. Like, nah, I'm good.
And you can't even complain, fool. Who you gonna complain, dog? Who you gonna sue? You gonna sue the shark for biting you?
No, I'm childless.
You're in the territory.
I'm not swimming with the fucking dolphins. I'm not swimming. I'm not doing cage fucking none of that shit. Have you seen that movie where the fucking cage just drops? Oh, I would have died. A heart attack. Just nah.
It's a shark movie or what?
See, man, fuck that. Don't watch it. That shit gave me anxiety.
Nah. Anything that gives us anxiety, we're not doing it, bro. Anything that gives us panic attack, we're not doing it, bro. How do you feel about it? Like, I know Halloween's coming up. How do you feel about like doing maces and stuff like that? Does your kids like them?
No.
Does your wife like them?
Going in there and finding the exit and all that? Yeah. Nah, fool, it's not happening with me. I'll break jump, that shit. You my kids are cool with it, but not me.
But you wouldn't do it.
Nah.
If your daughters are like, oh, daddy, come do this maze with me at Universal Horror Nights, and you're like,
you know what I think? I think that it has a lot to do that I'm always business, right? We're always like throughout the whole entire day, I'm using my fucking brain.
Yeah.
Assessing deals, doing shit, interviewing people.
Right.
I feel like when I'm not here, I don't want to think like that.
Right.
And
how?
Like if we go into one of those games where you have to find, I think it requires a lot of thinking and you have to assess, and I'm not trying to do that.
No. I think you got it twisted, bro. Like I'm talking about like haunted houses.
Oh, I thought you were talking about one of those where there's mirrors.
Oh no!
And you have to discover.
No.
Oh, like fool, that's like a lot of thinking right there.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you just gotta walk through the path. Fool, you don't have to think. You just.
Oh, that I'm cool with.
You're cool with that? Like you'll do shit like that.
If my kids want to do it,
that's something that you're like, okay, we could do that.
But they start asking like, hey, Dad, let's go on a hot air balloon. The fuck? It's not happening, bro. Not safe.
Oh man. All right, so you wouldn't let your kids go on a hot air balloon, or your family?
No.
Or I
wouldn't let my kids do anything that I don't want to do.
Okay.
Like,
what if they want to do it?
If I feel it's unsafe for me,
you'd be like, nah,
it's not safe for you.
Not even after they're 18, or they're like, well, if you want to fucking get on a hot air balloon,
I'm gonna let them make their own decisions.
Right. Okay.
But I'm gonna be like, oh, fuck. Let's not think about that shit. Be like, te dije, güey. You know, like, I told you, motherfucker.
Now, then you become a dad before you become your parents.
Yeah.
When your parents will tell you shit that you don't want to do.
Then I become, te dije, empezaste con tus pendejadas. You know,
I told you. Yeah.
Told you so.
I told you so. You don't want to be the I told you so parent. But it's going to happen. I feel like eventually, as they get older, you're going to face more of those I told you so moments. Yeah. And that's fine. Like, I feel like, just like you learn through your fuck ups, like they're gonna have to fuck up and learn through their fuck ups too. You know,
I agree.
But yeah, bro, like, that's just the way of life. As much as we want to protect,
that's the way the cookie crumbles, bro.
Cookie, bro. Yeah, the cookie crumbles that way. Fucking. Do your kids eat pretty healthy, bro?
Yes.
Or like in your household, I'm sure you guys do eat healthy.
I think we're pretty healthy. Yeah. Why? Because we're Mexican, fool?
Yeah, fool. You know, Mexican.
Why don't you just ask me what you're really thinking, fool? If we cook with lard or something.
Well, that's just that goes without saying, fool. Every Mexican household cooks with lard, fool, or a lot of fucking unhealthy oil.
Look, the majority of Mexican households are cook with lard and cook with very unhealthy ingredients. You know what I mean? Now, there's this one guy.
Okay.
that I just discovered on social media. Chewy, right?
Troy Marcos, I think. That's
Yeah. This guy is stupid ripped, and all he does is he cooks. His whole diet plan is based off Mexican food.
Mexican food, right?
And I'm like, okay, well, he's doing it the right way. Maybe he's not cooking with some of the ingredients that we were raised with.
Right.
So I think once he comes to the podcast, we could discuss healthier options for
and find
our
out
people.
more.
Because I don't think our parents are aware of the healthier options.
Right.
They were raised with cooking lard, cooking with lard, being fucking, not using the best quality
or eating
of
masa,
ingredients.
or
And
eating
masa, y que conchas, y que sabe que chingados, So, yeah. So hopefully that one's going to be a good one because we need to educate our community.
Okay.
So, don't cook with lard.
Don't cook with
It's
lard.
bomb, though.
Don't cook with lard, and don't be eating fucking tortillas, handmade tortillas, which are delicious with butter and salt. Right? Your mom ever make you those, bro?
Hell yeah.
The little tortillas with the handmade tortillas, and then she'll like
A tortear las tortillas.
and then she'll put like butter and salt, and then roll it up. Ooh,
No, she
queso
would
fresco,
crumble it
fool?
for us. So then my mom will make tortillas a mano, boom, put butter on them, but she would cut them up for us. So it was just like tortillas a mano con
mantequilla.
pinche mantequilla. Fire. And then
That sounds bomb right now.
it sounds
I'm not gonna lie.
fire. I don't know if it's the healthiest. What do you think?
Yeah, bro. But but this fool. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Chewy, the guy who's doing it, because he's made a whole business out of selling like cookbooks on, how you can still keep the Mexican dishes, but you tweak them so they can be healthier.
And this fool said 5 tacos de carnitas, güey, under 500 calories.
How?
Show me. I commented like, bro, a ver, güey, suelta la sopa, güey. Like, I want to know.
Yeah, stop being stingy with it, my bro.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope, though.
Yeah, no, but I mean, what I'm getting to is that, like, it's just dope seeing, like, another, like, Mexican entrepreneur, like, business. I feel like we're still lacking a lot of, whatchamacallit, like, knowledge or just information for, like, Mexican entrepreneurs or just Mexican and owning businesses, right? And I mean, so I don't know what's like. I think that's cool of him that he's doing that, but I think in general, like, where can people go to for like to learn more about business, or why is there not more Mexican business owners?
That's a good question. I think, I think entrepreneurship runs it in our blood.
Right.
We that's what we do as Latinos, but I just think that a lot of people are scared to take that leap of faith, or are scared because they see it as too risky. So they look at, at the end of the day, it's all perspective, and I think fear stops a lot of people from fucking taking that fucking step.
The next step.
Because why? Because they're not focusing on if things go right. They're always going to focus on what if shit goes wrong. That's just how we are programmed as Mexicans,
Focusing on the wrong, on the negative things.
No, pero vas a hacer esto y si vale verga. Y si no,
damn, fool, that's
focus on that. Focus on what could go right.
That's true, bro. Like I told you this, right? Like my dad bought a second house back in the day, and he didn't want to rent it out because he was focused on the negative thing. No, pero es que si no me pagan la renta, or if this and that, because we tell him to rent it out, and he was like, no, I don't want to deal with tenants, right? Because then this and that, and then what if they're problematic, and this and that, and it's like, bro, like, you really like, like you really blocked your own blessing by not taking that risk of like, oh, well, we'll just deal with it when we get to it, So I think that is true, but I like, now that we're talking about it, I'm thinking about, like, you're right, bro. Like, entrepreneurship kind of runs in our blood, especially as Mexicans. Like, I remember my grandpa, he never had a fucking job, bro. Like, his business was having livestock, y vendía las vacas and the pigs, and every day he would wake up, make sure they were fed, and like, the entrepreneur, bro. Like, he's a farmer, bro. Like that comes from like way back, our ancestors, bro. Like, so I feel like naturally we're all entrepreneurs, but we're just kind of coddled or kind of like in the bubble of like, oh, just get a job and here's a check every week.
Because it's a safe route.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
you always want to go with what's safe.
Yeah.
Remember, if you go with what is safe, it's going to give you a decent living. Now, if you take a risk and shoot for the stars, it's going to make you tons of money. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Cliche as fuck, right? But it's true.
Right.
Take the risk. Either you want to go a la segura and safe and get a job. But if you want to fucking shoot for the stars and fucking bet it all on yourself,
Yeah.
be all in on you.
Right.
It's that easy. Another thing that I see that's wrong is that people don't know when to shut the fuck up and listen, take advice, assess situations, read the room. It's like ego becomes the reason why you're blocking your own blessings. It's like, fool, you don't know everything. Shut your ass up. Be in the room with some powerful people. Listen. Cállate el hocico. Pay attention. Get as much knowledge from these people and grow from it. Okay? You do not know everything. I don't know everything. When I'm in, I have a lot of wealthy friends. I'm not trying to show off, but like when I'm around them, I try to talk very minimal, unless I need to elaborate, unless they ask for my input. Other than that, I want to see how they move, and I want to know what they're talking about because I want to grow. I don't know everything. I'm still developing myself. I'm gonna be 80 and still learning, motherfucker.
There you go. Jar, what are some things, or what's one advice you can give to somebody that that is scared to make that move as an entrepreneur or to take that risk? Like, how did you overcome some of your risks that you faced early on in your career? Like,
minimize the risk. Minimize what you feel could be the downfall. How do you do that? I always say this: be prepared, know the product, and be a student, right? So how to minimize all that risk by being super informed, okay? By having people that are around you that you could turn to and be like, hey, you've been through this already. Am I doing things right? And listening. But not just listening and taking people's knowledge, implementing. Okay? Remember, once you're prepared and you're taking calculated risk, it puts you in a better position to thrive.
Okay, so being calculated with your risk taking, that's the best way to overcome.
I always think of, for me, I can only speak for myself. I always think of my worst case scenario.
Right.
Am I okay with that worst case scenario? If the answer is yes, I'm moving forward.
Yeah.
Like if I buy a property, like, fuck, all right, this is the payment. This is how much it's going to be. Like, am I okay if nobody pays me rent for a whole year? The answer is yes. I'm like, all right, cool, I'll buy it.
Gotcha. So just minimizing your risk.
I don't like surprises.
Yeah.
I mean, only from my wife.
Yeah. So minimizing your risk by weighing out the worst case scenario.
Yes. And by educating yourself on any product. Doesn't just have to be real estate. It could be opening a restaurant. It could be marketing, whatever. And always go seek guidance from somebody that's done it.
Okay.
I mean, they already have the blueprint.
Yes. I was going to ask you, like, these people who do take those risks, calculated risk, and are in their entrepreneurial journey, like, do you think that, how can I phrase this? Like, do you think that Because one thing I've noticed, bro, is that every entrepreneur has gone through some fucked up shit, some wild shit, or some not wild, but just like trial moments where it's like, damn, like most people would have folded or break here, right? Have you had those moments where you're like, fuck, what am I doing? Or you've never had one of those?
Shit, I had that moment 2 months ago.
Okay.
I had 6 projects going on at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, 5.
5.
Well, whatever, 5 or 6. Bro, that is overwhelming. And then I was asking myself, like, laying in bed, fucking couldn't sleep, and I'm like, damn, I shouldn't have bought that warehouse. Like,
thinking about that shit, huh?
God damn, man, it's just fucking expensive and like,
yeah.
But
you're gonna weather that
I went to
storm.
sleep.
Yeah.
And then I woke up and I'm like, all right, no, this is supposed to happen this way.
Yeah.
There is no perfect business. This is where people fuck up. They think that entrepreneurship is sunshine and rainbows because the only thing you see from social media is people's highlights. They don't see
the finished product. You see the finished product.
All you see is a polished product.
Yeah, polished product.
They're all dope and everything's dope. You don't see the behind the scenes, the stress, all that. Remember, anything that's going to make you a significant amount of money comes with a significant amount of bullshit.
And stress.
Okay? Which generates stress. Now, going with the idea that it's not sunshine and rainbows, that you will encounter turbulence.
Yeah.
But work hard at it and don't give up.
Yeah.
I know it sounds cliche.
It does sound cliche, but it's the truth.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
Bro, you think Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, you think these motherfuckers don't have no stress? They probably have the highest stress ever.
Yeah.
But you want to do big things, they're going to have, it involves a lot of stress. Now, you pick your stress. Either you want to stress about not having nothing or you want to stress about having a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, but the stress is still going to be the same. So you pick.
Stress is the same.
Yeah, but you pick what kind of stress.
Like, I want to stress about paying these fucking bills, or I'm going to stress about, damn, I have so many bills, but I have so much shit coming in.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
So,
what is
pick your battles, people.
Damn.
That shit got good.
What do you think about people who say that money is not everything?
It depends on who's saying it, I think.
Okay.
You can't.
I was not going to be someone who we know is wealthy and it's like, hey, money's not everything. I'm just talking about like the average folk who says money is not everything. Like,
listen, brother, I just think that people that say that money isn't everything is because they haven't experienced the type of money that will make you smile sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to understand that money isn't everything, but money will get you out of a jam fast.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So then people always say, like, oh, don't put so much value in money. And those are the same people, like, hijos de puta madre, how am I going to pay this bill?
Yeah.
Don't put so much thought in money.
Yeah.
No, pero tengo que pagar esto. It's like,
or better yet, let's do this one, bro. Like, how do you feel about people who hate capitalism in America, fool? Because there's a lot of fools that talk shit to you and be like, oh, just because you found success in your business doesn't mean that boop blah 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 blah. They go around saying they crybaby shit.
Oh, fucking capitalism is what makes the United States amazing.
Right.
You could start from nothing and put in all the fucking work and become a Jeff Bezos and become a Elon Musk. This is where you get the opportunity to make it big. Now, if you don't want to make it big, then you could watch other people just make it big.
And you know what I admire the most is like señores que tienen su negocio, right? Like, ya sea they're jardineros or whatever, but they're fucking, or the construction, whatever, but they're out there doing that shit, bro. Like, because it's not easy to be an entrepreneur, let alone be an entrepreneur who doesn't really understand that language. but still somehow making that shit happen. Fool, like you see that shit all the time, bro.
Tell me this makes sense.
Fools that be fucking having auto detail cars, shit, pero ahí andan movidos los señores, güey. Like, what the?
Tell me how this makes sense. Your immigrant parents came to this country not speaking the language and made something of themselves.
Right.
Bought properties, opened their own businesses.
Yeah.
Fucking grinded.
Yeah.
And made it possible. Bought their house, bought their second house. And some of you motherfuckers that were born here don't have a fucking thing and are sitting there on social media fucking making videos and doing a bunch of pendejadas, which I call GoFundMe activities. Where's the disconnect here? Like, how is it that you come from a position of privilege now? Because you didn't have to cross no border. You didn't have to come here illegally.
You know 2 languages.
You know, motherfucker, you know 2 languages. But yet you haven't scaled to where your immigrant parents
are.
Like, the whole point is for you to surpass your parents.
Yes.
But it's a different. Back then it was super cheap and blah, blah.
To
So
buy a
what?
house.
Motherfucker, figure it out. You didn't just fucking...
Yeah.
Your parents didn't go through all that shit so you could be mediocre, motherfucker. You better go out there and fucking make them proud and fucking excel at a very high level. You have everything going for you, motherfucker.
Bro, that's so facts, dog. Like, that's what I use as motivation. Is that like, that my dad, he was not an entrepreneur, but he was able to immigrate to this country, immigrate his whole family to this country, buy a house, you know, whatever, find a job that pays him well, whatever. And I look at that, and I looked at it as like, I gotta do double of that. Like, if my dad bought 1 house here, I gotta buy at least 2. You know, like if I'm not doing, like, how the hell my dad was able to do that? Yeah, granted, houses were a lot cheaper back then, but I have more tools and more resources than he did, so that's not an excuse to be like, oh, well, you know, fucking everything was cheaper. Nah, bro, like, we're in a society, bro, where we can make a lot more money. And people who are always saying, like, oh, it's expensive, well, make more money or shut the fuck up, bro. Like, why are you complaining?
You know how people say that money is the rule of all evil? Money is not the rule of all evil, bro.
It's women. I'm just kidding.
Well, women, okay, some women,
So, yeah.
and the lack of money.
The lack of money.
The lack of money is what makes motherfuckers do funny shit, backstab motherfuckers, do some shady ass shit to their own homies,
rob them.
rob, whatever. Lack of money makes you do some fuck shit.
Yeah.
So money is not the rule of all evil. It's the motherfuckers that don't have it that start doing funny ass shit. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I said it in the other episode.
Yeah. It's the lack of that's evil.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there is greedy people for sure, but I don't think that, I'm with you. I don't think money makes, just like guns. I don't think guns are bad. There's bad people with guns.
You think guns kill people?
No. People kill people.
People kill people.
Yes.
Now, should everybody have a gun? I think there should be some strict rules. If you have some mental health issues or whatnot, you should not be able to own guns. You have to be clinically diagnosed with some type of disorder. But we're Americans. We have the right to bear arms.
We do.
So, other than that, I don't think guns are a problem. I think stupid ass people with guns are a problem.
Yes, and if you're a person with no guns and a stupid person with a gun comes through, you're gonna find yourself in a fucked up situation. You know, like, have you ever been in a situation where, like, because I own arms, you know, and I was growing up, I was never like a big fan of like firearms or weapons, and the pandemic came around and my brother convinced me to get some guns, right? And I was like, you know what, you're right. You know, they were kind of scarce everywhere. You go to gun shops, there was big ass lines. I don't know if you remember that. It was crazy, bro. So I was like, all right, cool. So I was in there, I was buying one, and it was like a 2-day wait to get into the line. Like, you get a ticket and you like come back in 2 days, bro, because there's a 2-day line. Like, instead of having the line wrapped around there, just like come back 2 days, like you have an appointment. Like, so I was there, and I was gonna buy one gun. And then some random ass dude is like, oh, you're just taking one? I'm like, yeah, you know. So like, well, can you afford to get another one? Like, I mean, you're already here. And I was like, you know what? That's a good fucking point, bro. I don't want to wait 2 fucking weeks. And everything was already like flying off the shelves. So I ended up getting 2 guns. But I was in a situation in one of my houses where people were trying to break in. And for the first time in my life, I was like, I'm grateful that I have a gun. Because had I not had it, bro, like, it's a scary feeling, bro. Like, if you never had someone try to break into your house, you wouldn't understand this. But the fact that I had a gun, it made me feel at peace. Like, all right, I can defend myself. Because you don't know what the other person has on the other side of the door. Like, you know?
So how do you feel about...
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Now let's get back to the episode.
the ridiculous laws here in California, thanks to Mr. Gavin, that makes it easier for somebody to just break into your house and you can't use your weapon.
Yeah, no, I'd rather be judged by 12 than to be carried by 6. And my situation might be the other way around because I'm fat, so it might be carried by 12.
So it's like some of these fucking laws don't make sense, but
they don't make sense, bro. But it's like if you're gonna make the law where it's like it's okay for people to break into your house and then they're not gonna get charged, we'll make it easier for somebody to shoot them. Even out the playing field, you know, like.
I think you have the right to defend your personal property at all costs.
Yeah.
Especially if there's somebody there to harm you.
Bro, I remember
self-defense to the max.
Bro, I remember that moment when they're like banging in my door and they're like playing with the doorknob like, yo, like, because I think they were not trying to like break into like hurt us. But I think they were like fighting and they were getting shot at. And so like it was just crazy. But I don't know that. I don't know if they're being chased and what if someone does come, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the fact that I remember very vividly making up my mind like, all right, someone walks through that door, they're getting shot. And I was okay with it, bro. Like I was at peace. And it's funny because my friend Raj, he saw me make that face of like, all right, you know, like this is it, you know, like, and he's like, nah, bro, I felt like you were serious about like smoking somebody. I was like, bro, they're coming into our house, bro. Like, you gotta let them know this is not the house to walk into. You know, if you're getting chased, go try another house.
What did you feel like, Mario Almada or something?
Fool, I felt like fucking John Staten from the Porter and all of that. One of them fucking movies, dog. Yeah. You know, but I think that if they're gonna make the laws to make it easy for people to break in, they should make it easy for people to shoot fools too, because it can't go one way. Because for what would you do? For you wouldn't shoot somebody because you're like, all right, Gavin Newsom says we can't.
I'm not gonna deny nor confirm what I would do.
Right.
But
allegedly.
But yeah, it's not gonna be good for whoever breaks in. I'll tell you that right now. I have children in that house. Bro, any parent will do anything for their children.
Yeah.
Crazy, fool.
Yeah. Hey, bro, I'm telling you hit nerves that are going to trigger
Extend
people.
those coming out of the pillow. Clink, clink. Well, I have a, ever since I was a kid, I love guns.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But you got to respect them, bro. Let's make that shit clear. Like, you know.
Yeah,
like,
but you can't just be, this ain't the Wild Wild West either, you know.
Be a responsible gun owner, you know. So all the listeners out there, be proud of having arms and firearms, but be responsible because at the end of the day, they're very dangerous and you can hurt yourself and others accidentally, you know. And it's just like everything, like a car, anything with having, like it's very deadly and powerful, and you just gotta respect it, you know.
Of course.
Because then you don't want to end up like fucking like people in El Salvador in the Epoch or what is it called? The fools that get arrested, the fools that get thrown in jail. And what's El Salvador for? All these weird ass, well not weird, but there's what do you call it? Like not like the normal, not without What's up with El Salvador and their non-traditional laws? Fool? Like that jail shit. Now I heard that they're banning Edgar haircuts. Isn't that?
Fuck, bro.
I haven't heard none of that, but you told me that they're like banning.
I was like, I haven't confirmed it yet, but like, damn, Bukele don't fuck around. He's cleaning up El Salvador, and now he's banning Edgar haircuts.
Damn. Why is
so
that?
You could just be rolling around with a fucking what is the Edgar haircut? Just a
it's like a little perm, fool, like a little
but with the
little taper, yeah. So you just have like a perm, or if it's like straight, but it has a little taper and it's just like, you know. But like, is that related to gangbanging now, or like are those gangbangers are not bald no more? Or what?
I guess times have evolved. Like when I was growing up, you knew who the cholos were.
Why?
Think because they were bald, baggy pants, and Cortezes. And
white t-shirts,
a white t-shirt. But now it's like you don't know who's what at this point.
Yeah.
So
what about the fools that now? Because I know I say too, like the gangster culture is kind of seem to be kind of trending. Where now
the baggy's back in.
Well, not just baggy, but like the gray, like the Chino Pacas shirt, the gray stripe with the black stripe.
Like the flannels?
The flannels and all that shit. For
I
people wearing them and they don't bang, but they look like all banged out, you know? But it's
you
like,
wear that shit back then, fool.
You get impressed, fool.
Yeah, you get pressed. That's the difference between growing up now and then growing up in the 90s and the early 2000s. It's like what you would wear would either get you pressed or...
Yeah, or the colors too you would wear.
Yeah, like for growing up, it's like if you wore this certain attire, it would come with certain consequences. So you had to be careful what you will wear, what kind of shoes, your high socks, that type of shit.
Yeah.
Now it's like anybody could wear anything. It's crazy.
Yeah. That is crazy, bro. So it's safe to say that I'll be safe in El Salvador because I'm bald. So
you
won't
be
get
safe.
arrested.
They said that I'll probably get arrested because of my tats.
You probably will, fool. Because they're probably gonna do like how a lot of people are saying that ICE is just snatching fools up. They're probably gonna snatch you up too. That is cholo.
That is cholo, hijo de la gran puta.
Yeah.
I mean, like, do you guys have pupusas in there? Because I'll gladly volunteer for a week.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna tell you something. Yesterday, I went to Los Callejones, right? And it was empty, bro. It was like it's just like
nobody there,
dog. And we know a few,
like nobody blowing whistles.
Nobody blowing whistles. However, hold on, I'll tell you right now. Hold on. But there was nobody there shopping, but there's these people there that still work there, right? And I know a few business owners there that are suffering, and they're like, no, pues desde que pasó esto, ya la gente no quiere venir, and this and that. But they're like, but it's safe, like we're out here, like estamos aquí, this and that, and it's like, damn, all these people that are like claiming they're protecting people by like posting videos and that there's the migrants here and blowing whistles here and there, like, fool, you're hurting all these Mexican business owners because you're telling them that it's not safe to be out there. And these fools are like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
even the workers are against it.
Yeah, even the workers are like, bro, like tienen a la gente toda asustada, no quieren venir.
Yeah, but it goes back to like everybody's out there trying to.
But they're not only scaring the immigrant people. They're scaring people who have papers and that are illegal because they're like, they're just snatching up everybody. So nobody wants to go, And yesterday I was there, and guess what? To our surprise, fools were getting arrested, but because they were selling counterfeit shit. And they did a little bunch, like a little raid on these puestos, and and you can see people pulling out their cell phones. And I was me and my homie Julian, we were there, and we're like, you seeing this how shit gets twisted, because there was some lady that was like, oh, leave her alone, you don't have nothing better to do, and this and that, and this bitch is selling like counterfeited like Nike bags, Louis Vuitton bags and shit like that. And it's like, this is how shit gets out of control, and then people start thinking that this was like you don't have nothing better to do. That's his job, So, it to me, what was more like crazy was seeing that, like, damn, like how much influence these social media videos have on people, that they're affecting the business owners of the callejones, which are other raza too, illegal raza, just like that lady that was selling counterfeit shit. Like, do I have an issue? I don't have an issue with her selling counterfeit shit, but that's the risk you take, you know. Like, and it was just not just her. I've been telling you, there was a bunch of puestos, and then everybody scrambling, hiding shit because like, oh fuck, the police are here, you know. But it's like, you see how things can get out of hand, and just like that lady recorded and was like, oh, you got nothing better to do than to arrest this poor lady. She's just trying to make a living and this and that and the other. But it's like, lady, like, your video is the reason why this is empty right now and people are suffering. Like, these business owners are suffering.
Yeah, but people are quick to pull out their phones.
Yeah.
That's all they, I mean, it's kind of crazy though. That's where we're at. That's where we're at now.
Yeah.
That instead of somebody providing aid and providing real help, they're better off pulling out their phone and start recording.
Like, I almost wanted to make a video yesterday that I was there and be like, look, this is the best time to come and support all these businesses right here. All these razas that are here. Like, look, there's nothing going on. There's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It was like, damn, like they were pushing that shit so much that it's like backfiring. And somebody brought up a good point. They're like, what if they're trying to like get rid of the callejones to build like high rises and more houses? Like,
No, they would just burn it down like they did the Palisades.
oh yeah, I mean, yeah, that's another way.
Well, that's a whole nother story, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a whole nother story and another,
You know, and then they'll make, yeah.
another whole. That's a whole discussion for another episode.
It's
Whole nother
like,
episode.
yeah, they're going to do land grab. They'll just do a Hawaii and a Palisades all over again.
Yeah, let's just do it on the callejones now.
We're like, fuck it, we want this land. Let's empty the fire hydrants and let this shit burn down.
Yeah.
Like, shit was burning down and the water's right there, but the shit was burning down here. What the fuck is going on? This is crazy.
How can we make it happen?
Yeah. So
All right, bro. Let's wrap it up. Before we head out, switching the subject on you. Growing up, what was the best rap group in the West Side? Or just in general, what was the rap group you fuck with?
yeah, it don't have to be just like a West Coast.
It's not a West Coast. Yeah, just any rap.
All right, the best rap groups when I was growing up. Remember, I grew up in the 90s, early 2000s.
All right, top 5 rap groups growing up in the early 90s.
All right.
2000.
Top 5 groups growing up in the early 2000s. Bone Thugs, bro. You can't go fuck. You can't. Bone Thugs is a shit, bro. Yeah, Bone Thugs, West Side Connection. I'm a big fan of Psycho Realm, bro. You cannot.
Psycho Realm.
You cannot. Psycho Realms is up there.
Okay.
The Dog Pound.
The Dog Pound, Snoop Dogg, Nate Dogg, all the dogs.
And all right, you can't. Cypress Hill, dog.
Sheesh.
Come on, bro.
Insane in the main brain.
Bro, they got some bangers. So
Cypress Hills?
yeah, you can't. We have to include Cypress Hill. That's what I was listening to growing up.
All right, well let's get
That's corrupt.
Let's get Be Real on that chair, bro.
What? Be Real? That would be fucking super dope to have Be Real on here.
Be Real.
I mean, I don't smoke, but I don't know.
Yeah, or maybe that's gonna have to wait to the warehouse.
He has that powerful shit.
Yeah.
Listen, if I smoke with Be Real, I'm gonna be the guy that like calls the cops on himself. Like, 911, what's your emergency? I can hear my heartbeat. I can feel that shit. It's like, help, because this weed is so powerful.
Yeah.
So I can't just have a full blown smoke session with Be Real, because I'm not a smoker. I would just have to.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Yeah, no, you'll
And
take
then
a
go
hit.
eat some tacos.
Yeah, you'll take a
I'll
hit.
take a hit. So I don't want to sit here and lie. Like, I'm going to have a full-blown smoke session with him.
Yeah.
Look at what happened to Big Boy.
Yeah.
Big Boy was in the car with them.
Oh, he
was just hotboxing. He didn't even smoke.
Yeah, but he
got
second
contact.
high, yeah.
I would have probably been like Big Boy, like, hey, man, where the food at, dog?
I haven't seen it. I want to check that shit
You know
out.
what I mean?
But all right, so you said Bone Thugs, Dog Pound, West Side Connection, Psycho Realm, and Cypress Hills. There you have it,
homie.
folks.
How about the best rappers?
Who are the best rappers? Let me see, top 5.
My top 5 best rappers. of me,
You're a fan, yeah.
like me growing up. The best rappers, Tupac. We got Tupac. We have
Diddy, is that who you said?
Diddy. Shit.
I'm just saying.
Tupac, DMX.
DMX, okay.
Fuck.
What you want?
Tupac, DMX. I fuck with Biggie.
Okay.
Fuck.
Jay-Z, were you not a fan of Jay-Z?
No, I'm not a Jay-Z fan.
No? Oh, okay.
Nah.
I like his old stuff, like the Big Pimpin' and like
How you would never hear me say like, damn, fool, I'm a bum Jay-Z.
Okay.
Hell no.
So not Jay-Z.
Nah, Jay-Z. 50 Cent. And
50 Cent's a good one, bro.
50 Cent. I grew up to 50.
Yeah, 50 Cent's a good one. That's it. So you got Tupac, Biggie.
Biggie.
What about Ice Cube? You're not an Ice Cube fan?
I fuck with Ice Cube, but I wouldn't.
You wouldn't bump Ice Cube?
I mean,
Or
I like
Snoop?
Ice Cube with West Side Connection.
Okay.
Let's throw Snoop in there.
Snoop.
Yeah.
All right. There you have it,
Doggy
folks.
Style. Come on, dog.
That's the best album right there.
All right, guys. I know you've been asking for the solo pod. Here it is. Hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on there, man. I'm not used to sitting on this side, but it was fun. Hit that subscribe button, baby. Let's go.
Peace.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss our weekly episodes. Let's go, baby.